Hello, fellow agents. This is Bruce Jenkins. I'm a commercial real estate practitioner here in Tampa Bay, and I've been doing it for about 15 years. Started in 2003. Before that, I was an IT professional and worked for IBM, among others. And prior to that, I owned a couple multifamily buildings in California. That's what kind of got me interested in commercial real estate. So when I quit IBM, I went back into commercial real estate, and I've been doing it, as I said, for 15 years. And I'm very happy to help you get started if you decide to start a commercial real estate practice. You know, unfortunately, I don't have those stories that many of the gurus provide on their websites about how they lost their house and they lost their car and they were living under a bridge and their dog ran away. All these things before they came up with the magic formula, and that's really where their income comes from, is from selling the business model as opposed to actual hard knowledge on the subject matter. So we're going to be talking hard knowledge and really a practical approach to starting and running a commercial real estate practice. We're not going to be talking, sales babble. I'm sure you've learned a lot of selling techniques already in other courses that you've had, or maybe that have been taught by your office. So we're going to be talking about different aspects of the commercial real estate industry, if you will. And there are a lot of different things that you can do in commercial real estate, which is maybe a little unusual for people from out of this area, out of Florida. But we can sell business opportunities, land, we can sell just about anything. But you have to be careful if you're going to be selling investment property, in that you don't say the wrong thing, because if you do start promising a return, then you're going to be needing to have a securities license. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll talk about some of the problems that can occur during due diligence, and how to address your clients' pain points, whatever they might be, to get them, to their objective, whatever that objective might be. So stay tuned for the following modules. I'll just kind of read them off to you, and I'm still working on them, but they'll be coming very, very soon. First is the resources that you're going to need to begin your real estate practice and to continue with a successful real estate practice. Then we're going to retail and office sales and leasing. I've sold a number of retail plazas and also done enough leasing that I won an award from CoStar called the Power Broker Award. And for my sales, I've won some awards from FITGAR, the local Commercial Real Estate Brokers Association, for my sales of retail and industrial property. So self-storage properties, we'll be talking about those. I've sold a couple of those. Hotels and hospitality, if you're interested in hotels, it can be a fascinating area. Investing in general, how do we talk about an investment without getting ourselves in trouble? Prospecting. Prospecting is going out and finding buyers and sellers. How do we generate leads so that we can keep that pipeline full? Marketing, what happens when you do obtain a listing? And don't take every listing. It's just like in residential. There's certain deals you just don't do. Okay, so I'm telling you, commercial's the same way. If it doesn't look like there's a high probability of a transaction, don't bother with it. Okay, you don't want to give away your time. So talking about marketing and, of course, business opportunities, which I mentioned earlier. So, business opportunities are a great way to backfill in between, commercial deals, and there's a lot of activity right now in business opportunities with regard, especially in restaurants. I don't know if you're familiar with the restaurant industry, you should do quite well. So this video is being done on my smartphone. You may have already guessed that already, because I reached up to turn it on, and I'm going to be reaching up in a minute to turn it off. But we're going to be getting started in our next segment about the resources that you're going to need to have a successful practice, and hopefully you'll stay tuned. There's absolutely no cost or obligation to look at these videos. I'm reaching retirement, and I thought I would just put together some videos that might be useful to folks that are starting out, so you don't have to make some of the mistakes that I made or witnessed other people making. So stay tuned. Thank you. Bye-bye.